G'day, mate. Welcome back to another episode of Energized. Barry, how are you doing?
Ross, right now I'm doing brilliantly, man.
Yeah. Did you stay up and watch UFC 243 in Australia?
To be honest, I actually fell asleep as it was leading up to it, but obviously I rewatched it back because that's what you're meant to do.
Has to be done.
Yeah.
So, if you are new to the Energized podcast,
G'day.
and if you're returning Energized watcher / listener,
Welcome back.
a bigger good day, mate. Try some shrimp on the barbie.
Okay.
Oh, we had a serious fix of UFC 243, didn't we?
We did, man. We did.
Aussie.
Yeah. Oi, oi, oi.
There we have it. So
this is a big one, Ross. This is a big one. Look, as we said last week, we thought that Adesanya would win the title.
Yeah.
We both were Rob Whittaker fans just because of...
He's our mate.
He's our mate, so you can't go against your mate, but... Adesanya proved something that I don't think has been proven before. The entrance, first of all, we start off with.
Yeah, what was that? Absolutely incredible. It was so entertaining. I was like,
a breakdancer
moves.
Yeah.
And like the flip and everything. I was like,
no, the flip was what put it over the edge of brilliance.
It was one of those moments where you're like, if Sir Alec Ferguson watching this, he'd be like, do you remember when Nani used the backflips when he scored and Ferguson was like, stop doing the backflips, you're going to injure yourself. I was watching him like, what confidence, you know what I mean? Like, not only did he have to go out and like try and win the world title, but he had to make sure he didn't make a show of himself doing like getting the routine wrong.
Yeah, in front of like 55,000 people. If you actually really enjoyed that event as well, make sure to give us a like and don't forget to subscribe. But this show is called "Is the Stylebender a Bigger Star Than Conor McGregor?" Ross, from the entrance, what do you think?
It's probably the best UFC entrance of all time.
Yeah.
If not, definitely top 3. Just like the dance moves is incredible. Although my one critique of it, I thought the dancers at the start, the 3 lads, I thought they were sort of dancing for a bit of a long time by themselves before Adesanya came out. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
But like once Adesanya came out and they started doing like the sort of draw, I was like, that's slick.
Yeah.
It was so well done.
Yeah, it was impossible to know exactly what was happening because nothing like that has ever happened. And in the build-up on the embeddeds, there was no giving away that Stylebender was planning on doing this. Because this is a big event. He's
really launched himself into like the stratosphere of top the range performers and fighters.
He has.
Like not only from a skill standpoint, but from a superstar standpoint. I mean, like that's something that's going to be on like ESPN top 5 moments of the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's officially a superstar in.
He is.
What's it? Oceanic?
Yeah, the Oceanic region.
Yeah.
Between Australia, New Zealand, and sort of those countries, Fiji or wherever else.
Yeah. Ariel Helwani said as well in the build up to this fight, Stylebender, if he won, which he has done, he can now sell out arenas all over the world. Whereas like Robert Whittaker was really coming, like he let the fans down twice, having to pull out twice, like stuff like that happens. But
also, there was nothing. You weren't dying to see the next Robert Whittaker interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people don't really like Stylebender. Some people think he's a bit cringy or like the stuff he says is a bit sort of almost scripted in a way.
Yeah.
But he's entertaining, and especially inside the octagon, and that's where it really matters.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what loads of people say. It's either like if you have an opinion, or like whether it be good or bad, you still have an opinion. Whereas in Rob Whittaker, people would only just like there's no negative.
Yeah. There's no. No one disliked Robert Whittaker. But
Exactly.
Like, he didn't actually make people like him either. If that makes sense. He was too like straight laced, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just like he's almost too nice of a guy.
Yeah. And if you look back at it as well, like Whittaker did also used to fight in the welterweight division. I know he was the middleweight champ, but like Adesanya could almost move up if he really wanted it.
Yeah, definitely. He does look like quite skinny, but he is definitely longer, really tall, and he has a frame to put on the muscle mass.
Yeah, I know. And he's now still undefeated in the UFC.
This card was built around those two. Like, it had nothing else really. It had like other Australian talent on the card, like your Toitu Vasa, Dan Hooker, etc. But no one was buying this card in pay-per-view to see anything but this middleweight clash.
No, not at all. Like obviously it didn't go really the plan for the Australians over there. I know Dan Hooker, he's obviously from New Zealand, but like Toitu Vasa lost, the other heavyweight lost as well.
Oh yeah, but I think they're happy enough that they have Adesanya. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna claim him as their own. Yeah. And look, do you notice Conor McGregor was like Instagramming him loads?
Yeah.
I was like, what's up with that?
Yeah, he's like, go on, Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite strange. I thought maybe it's obviously they're signed to the same management agency, but do you feel like Conor McGregor's after like putting a lot of money into this management agency now, and like has a piece of the pie there?
Yeah,
I feel like he does because he's 100% promoting the power down fighters.
yeah. Like as we were saying now, I think Adesanya has overtaken the mantle of the biggest superstar in the UFC right now because he's so active.
Yeah.
The thing is now we don't know what's he going to do next. Is he going to take some time off? Because he said he was going to take some time off leading into this fight, which he didn't. But
he fought what, 6 times in the last 2 years.
Yeah, where do you think he goes from here now? Because the middleweight division now, it's a bit of a old man hunting ground. Like Romero, Jacare.
It's actually quite a strange one because obviously him and Paulo Costa are sort of lined up to fight each other next.
And not many people know Paulo Costa.
That's what I mean. He's going to carry Paulo Costa promotionally through the fight. And then I suppose he could fight with Yoel Romero if Yoel Romero wins a fight. If they really want to do that fight. But that's almost Yoel Romero because like a very large threat to Adesanya. So they probably won't do that. Yeah. And then Cannonier is there as well. But I don't really see them being like Cannonier versus Adesanya because, again, Adesanya will have to carry the promotional. You know what I mean? You almost need someone who will rival him promotionally. Yeah. The only thing with the Costa thing, they had him there in Australia. They had the interaction back and forth after the fight. So therefore, it sort of gives them that highlight package to show when they're about to fight each other.
Well, as I know you did mention Romero, but like if Romero holds off for like another year, he'll be like 44, like pushing 50. Like
also, we got that $27 million payout. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's happy out. One thing we haven't even mentioned, we're like 7 minutes into this podcast, is that the performance itself, he absolutely outclassed Whittaker. I thought Whittaker's game plan was atrocious. Yeah. What did you think? Not one shot for a takedown at any stage. Not even a hint of it.
I know. It was more like you can't take your eyes off Adesanya. Like the way everything he does is so like. It's like okay, obviously this might be a bit harsh, but like if 2 girls walk into a room and one's like an absolute model and the other one's like looks like me, you're obviously going to stare at the model. Like, you know what I mean? That sort of way. It's just like, oh, you can't take your eyes off him. Whereas Whittaker is more like he was overreaching almost in a way, and
100%.
Adesanya is so long.
He was looking to sort of take a shot to give his own shot, and it was never the way to be. Yeah. Adesanya almost finished at the end of the first, and then when he finished him, it was actually quite devastating, wasn't it? Yeah. It was like Masvidal versus Till, wasn't it? When he just landed, it was like, and that's all she wrote. Yeah. I mean,
and like not a mention of a rematch.
Oh, definitely not.
Whittaker took like a champ after as well. Like, I mean, shout out to Rob Whittaker as well. Like,
that's one thing I don't like about Adesanya. I thought the way he acted post fight about Whittaker, he was like, "Is my nose bleeding? Because Rob's is." It's like, Rob Whittaker's a nice guy. There's actually zero reason to rub that in.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, Adesanya's changing the game. I feel like this is the new wave. Like, I think Conor McGregor's time of being a champ has come and gone. Adesanya is now the new guy. Like previously, it was like Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre. This sort of goes on. I feel like this is the new face. The way he speaks up, like perfectly as well. There's no
Adesanya is the face that runs the place.
Yeah. So, do you agree, Conor? Like he's bigger star than Conor McGregor right now.
He has the potential to be the bigger star at the moment. I think currently he is the most must-see fighter in the UFC.
Sorry, carry on.
And I think the only person who can outdo that is the winner of Masvidal versus Diaz.
Yeah, I think that like Conor McGregor would be willing to be on the undercard of Adesanya. Adesanya fighting for a title, obviously.
Potentially so.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if he'd be willing to, but I'm sure.
Well, for anyone,
yeah,
he wouldn't be willing to be under the BMF belt, the interim one as well. Speaking of when's that interim BMF title going down? Then like Poirier called him out, and then McGregor was like, "Count my money" or something. Any crack with that? No.
I don't know why he's like looking to fight for the interim, because like if he wins an interim, he'd be like, "This is the real one, that's the fake one."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. It's mad. Who would you like to see Adesanya fight?
I don't know. He is sort of like in his own little.
You know what I think would be really entertaining, and I don't know who'd win. A catchweight fight at 180 pounds between Israel Adesanya and Khabib.
A catchweight at 180.
Yeah. Because Khabib is so dominant on the ground and Adesanya's so dominant on the field.
Yeah, but Khabib's 155.
Like, yeah, but I'd like to see Khabib come up and like Khabib him.
I feel like he's probably a bit too big for him. Because he is very big.
Yeah, but Khabib's massive as well.
Yeah, I know.
And Khabib apparently used to like throw Luke Rockhold around the gym.
I don't know. I just think Adesanya's now going to just sit in this now and just be like, right, where do I actually go from this to go up again? Because that's the thing I find with fighters. If they're not really that hungry for a big fight, I mean, for a fight that's not up to their level, they tend to underperform.
He did say he wanted to fight John Jones in like 2021. John Jones like, I'll be a heavyweight with them, pal. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a strange thing to say, isn't it? Fight you in 2 years.
Yeah, you just wonder because he came from, what was it, Muay Thai?
Yeah. Kickboxing, yeah.
Kickboxing and Adesanya. So it's going to be interesting to see if more people will cross over now as well. Also, we just wanted to mention we're going to be doing a competition this week.
We are.
Yeah, here, Ross, show the jerseys there and I'll carry on. We got sent these jerseys by Retro Kits. Ross ordered the white one to match his teeth, and I ordered the green one to match my teeth. And then we're going to be doing competitions this week for the Ireland match. We're going to be saying you have to tag one friend and guess what minute a goal goes in the back of the net. And if no one scores in the first game, we roll it on to the Saturday.
That's
the Tuesday.
Extraordinarily straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, that is extraordinarily straightforward. But so Adesanya, fair play to him, is it?
Yeah, great win, very impressive. And shout out to Dan Hooker winning the co-main event. We might as well just give him a little shout out.
Yeah.
So this weekend,
he said he wanted to fight again in New Zealand. Yeah.
So this weekend we roll on UFC Florida.
Yeah.
We have the return of Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Michelle the Karate Hottie Watterson.
Yep.
And then we also have in the co-main event Cub Swanson versus Crone Gracie.
Crone Gracie, yeah. Mackenzie Dern's on the card as well.
Is Crone Gracie 1-0 or 2-0?
Oh, you got me there. I think it's he's only won once, hasn't he?
Well, I think he's 1-0 in UFC, isn't he?
Yeah, in the UFC. I think he's like 3-0 in his career, but he's
grand.
Yeah.
But isn't that such like a steep opponent to give someone in their like second UFC fight? It's like, here's Cub Swanson.
It shows not many people respect Cub Swanson.
Also, you know what? Actually, I read about in this for this fight, which is very interesting. None of the jiu-jitsu skills will let Cub Swanson come in and train. They're like, you're fighting a Gracie, you can't train here against one.
No way.
Isn't that mad, isn't it? Like, I don't think there's any other sport in the world where, like, if you actually go up against a family member or someone,
do you know what it is?
They're like, you can't come here.
It's the Gracie name, though. It's not, yeah, you know what I mean? They're like, shit, we don't want to be exiled.
But I also think Crone Gracie is almost like the next Gracie, if that makes sense.
And also, he's a bit of a badass. He's mad for his keto, but he's also really good mates with the Diaz bros and Gilbert Melendez. What did they used to be called again when they were in a...
Oh, Scrap Pack.
Scrap Pack, yeah. But so we may as well start there. Cub Swanson taking on Crone Gracie.
I actually think Crone Gracie's going to win. I think it's going to hit the deck at some stage, and he's probably going to be able to submit him. Just more so because Cub Swanson's been submitted before, and if you've been submitted before and you're fighting Crone Gracie, you probably get submitted again. But it could easily be Swanson on the feet because he's good on the feet. But I'm going to say Gracie by submission.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. But in the main event, Joanna is taking on Michelle Watterson. Ross, where do we go from here? But do you think this is a number one contenders fight for the strawweight title?
I actually think it is. Obviously, Joanna is former UFC strawweight champion, and Michelle Watterson's on a win streak, and promotionally, like, she's absolutely brilliant for the sport.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I think you have to fight Wei Lang abroad. She can't seem to get an American visa for whatever reason, so you probably have to go into her back garden and fight her, which is no problem for the UFC because if you think about it, she came across an absolute superstar over there last time, so you might as well keep her there. But I really fancy Joanna Jędrzejczyk in this fight for two reasons. Number one, it's a 5-round fight, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk has gone the distance more times than Michelle Watterson has. I know Michelle Watterson was an atomweight champion in Invicta, but there's just something about Joanna Jędrzejczyk that she's got a killer instinct, and Michelle Watterson seems like almost too nice.
Yeah. This is going to sound really weird now, but like think about, okay, Michelle Watterson was obviously pregnant for 9 months.
Yeah.
During that time, Joanna was still honing her craft, you know what I mean? Like,
True that.
And but also like, started younger as well. Like,
yeah, but also it's almost like a year and a half off by the time like you actually go back properly training after you have a kid. You know what I mean? You don't just, the kid pops out and you go, right, in the gym for jiu-jitsu on Monday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, that's on this weekend. Over the weekend, oh no. Yeah, sure, we mentioned as well. Today, Logan Paul versus KSI press conference was on. It was on in London. Ross something to say about this. Bar Logan Paul like sort of cringing the house down. And Jake Paul. There's something wrong with Jake Paul. He thinks he's a legend.
First of all, like Logan Paul came out dressed as The Rock with the fanny pack, and he had some weird hat on. Then
like a paddy hat on.
KSI came out with typical bandana, wearing a tracksuit, and then True Geordie was on the moderator, even though Eddie Hearn was just sort of sitting there laughing. It actually annoyed me, this, because I thought they got a little bit more professional in LA, and I thought they should have been more professional in the UK to get people to take this fight seriously. You know what I mean? Like, it's been taken as an absolute joke shop.
Yeah,
it's almost like he who screams loudest wins.
Yeah, you see a lot like they're both basically on 20 million subscribers on YouTube, but it's like KSI is following a lot of people. Like he's been doing the same thing for so long, whereas Logan Paul used to be like a teeny bopper, and now he's like trying to be an older person. So you could tell by the views that like there was way more people tuned into KSI's one than there was Logan Paul's one, because Sky Sports were also promoting it as well. So on the 3 platforms, KSI had way more people watching it.
Oh, definitely. I'm not surprised.
The time zones could have been different as well, but
yeah. But look, KSI is YouTubely probably the more popular one at the moment.
Yeah.
But in terms of this actual fight, I think KSI isn't going to win. As Shannon Briggs said, "Let's go, champ." But he also he said that a lot. But he was basically saying that KSI's trainer has fought 3 times, and I think lost twice. And Shannon Briggs used to be heavyweight champion in boxing. Yeah. And look, Logan Paul looks bigger. He looks better shape.
He does.
He's training 6 times a week. You know what I mean? And I also thought he won the last fight. If I had to give it to someone, you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be in LA, and he's probably going to win. Also, when Jake Paul was there with that other fella, what's his name?
Oh, your man, they were like
Gib. Yeah, Gib. I thought that was like almost like pathetic the way he came in. You know what I mean? Just the whole thing of it is so stage. It's almost like close to WWE than it is to actual boxing.
Yeah, it's not like a man. They're not like men going on. They're more like kids.
Yeah,
they really under 18s.
They're like spoiled children.
They are,
and they're encouraged to be more spoiled.
They are, yeah. Eddie Hearn doesn't mind. People are throwing shit on stage as well. Like, here, these people need to relax.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, Logan Paul and KSI are both going to laugh their way to the bank.
And you know what else actually sort of annoys me, right? I really like True Geordie. I think like he's actually very good to watch, but like he's 100% there to like boost his following. But like that's the only reason he's there. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he believes in this whatsoever. But he's like, this is great. I'll get more views.
He knows this is a bit of history in the making.
Yeah,
but like he wants to be part of it. But like you can't really blame him, you know.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, but if you're enjoying the show so far, make sure to give us a like. We're just going to look over some quick stuff from the weekend. It was Bellator 229. Andrei Korshkov was defeated by Lorenz Larkin. Lorenz Larkin back in the win column.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he goes from there.
And then Sai Watt lost against Gotti Yamaguchi.
You say he fights every week.
He does.
Sai Watt.
Yeah.
Bellator's most active fighter.
Yeah, October the 12th, Bellator are back as well. They're in Italy. There's a
Sakara fighting.
Yeah, there's Bellator. It's like a European series, so it's sort of like the Irish one, except there's a kickboxing night on as well.
That could be interesting. Worth a watch for UK 1 fans.
Yeah, Rafael Carvalho is taking on Vadim Nemkov.
Oh, Nemkov. Oh, that's in light heavyweight bout, yeah. Carvalho, he was who lost to Musashi in London. We saw him. I think Nemkov's going to win because he's beaten Phil Davis before, and like that's impressive.
Alright, I'll disagree with that because I'm not too... Like, last time I saw a Carvalho fight, he lost. And then also this weekend, Cage Warriors Cardiff was on as well.
So, Cardiff, the Valleys.
Cardiff. But that almost wraps up the show, Ross. Next week, make sure to tune in again because it's going to be UFC Boston.
Excuse me.
And
you have Chris Weidman, Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, we might do another show as well. Maybe the
rugby will be on as well, yeah.
Yeah, but... make sure to check out the competition we're doing this week. Let us know what you think as well about Stylebender because he's bending the styles.
And also who's bigger fan.
Yeah, and you don't have to get Irish ones, by the way. There's like you can get English ones or Scottish ones, Welsh ones, football ones, whatever ones.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Whoever.
Yeah. And you can enter from all over the world. I'm sure there's people from Australia checking out. But Ross, that basically wraps up the show.
Yeah, guys, thanks a million for watching. Give us a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and as always,
good day.
Stay energized.